McCarthyism first came up when people were criticizing U.S. Senator McCarthy's actions. But now it is more used in a general term when people are usually criticizing other races or other groups' actions. Basically, McCarthy was accusing many people, even government officials, of being a communist because he was accusing all the U.S. citizens of being communists because he was scared of them totally overruling the government and then we wouldn't have the government that we have today. People who were being accused were like government officials, entertainers, educators, and union people. And because of these accusations, they were even thrown in jail, they lost their jobs and everything like that. Out in San Francisco, people are trying different new things. This was called the counterculture, and these people were called hippies. What they wanted to do is spread peace and love throughout the country. Even people from the East Coast heard about this, and they came to San Francisco to hate Nashville mostly, because that's where the centralized place was. In Haight-Ashbury, there were places called the free stores and stuff like that, and people would go in, and they would get free food, a free place to stay, and just friendliness. Everyone was about freedom and love, and everyone just wanted to be happy. After the Summer of Love in 1969, which was the whole Woodstock experience, a big free concert with performers like Janis Joplin, Jimi Hendrix, Jefferson Airplane, Joan Baez, etc. After that, the counterculture basically died, and soon enough, people in San Francisco weren't as happy as they used to be, and even more people were still pouring in. And they were on the streets, and they didn't think it was going to be like that. And then a little guy named Charles Manson decided to come up and pick them off their feet and bring them into a nice home, you know, do everything like that. And that's how the whole Manson gang started. It's unfortunate how such a great thing can turn into such a horrible thing, I guess. In the 60s and 70s, the drugs mostly going on was marijuana, cannabis, whatever you want to call it, pot, weed, and psychedelics like mushrooms and LSD, also called acid. This was the way that they could expand their minds and have fun with whatever they were doing and create certain things like the music. Like, if there wasn't for the drugs during the era, I don't think we would have the psychedelic music like Jimi Hendrix and Jefferson Airplane and stuff like that. And maybe even Grateful Dead, if you want to put that in psychedelics. I don't think they are, but it's okay. People would even grow pot in their own backyards and out and stuff like that. A huge part of the drug scene was in San Francisco, like the whole Haight-Ashbury scene. And someone even from Massachusetts, named George Young, left here to go to California, out on South Beach, and he ended up becoming a huge pot salesman, and they called him Boston George. And one day he got caught in Chicago with 660 pounds of marijuana. Then when he finally went to jail, he figured he'd start selling cocaine instead of pot because he'd get a lot more money. And he got arrested sooner or later, and now he's in jail. So obviously the punk movement was generated in England with big bands like the Sex Pistols and stuff like that, The Clash. But once it reached over here to America, it wasn't as dirty as it was over in England. Like, over in England, girls were walking around with trash bags on with nothing but safety pins to keep them on. They didn't care about anything. They were totally non-conformist and everything like that. But when it came over to America, we finally got some bars opening up like CBGB's, and the punks came and tried to kill 80s glam rock as much as they could, and I think they did a pretty good job at that. All will be revealed. just don't do it. Too much hairspray, too much sparkly spandex pants, too much horrible music. I mean, seriously, now since all of the hairspray, the ozone will never be the same. No wonder we're in global warming right now. Because the idiots in the 80s who thought having huge hair was amazing. It's not. You look horrible. Stop it.